All right, our hosts have some topics they want to share, but it's got to be quick. We only have 3 minutes to discuss and 1 minute to hear from our audience. Any topics where our host will not shut up, we have the dreaded mute button. All right, Lizzie, you're getting things started with this guy, Kevin Samuels.
Who?
Yeah,
Who that?
Yeah.
exactly.
Who that? I swear to God, guys, last week I had no idea who this man was. First time I've heard of him was last week. A friend of mine said something, 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 Kevin Samuel. I'm like, I don't know who that is. But apparently everyone else knew, or almost everyone else knew. And he passed away, I believe on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken, from what has been reported to be a heart attack, right? But he was a very controversial self-proclaimed relationship expert, i.e., king of bashing and shaming and degrading Black women and Black men too, because he had some not so nice things to say about Black men as well. So I wake up on what Thursday, Friday, look at all of my posts on Facebook, social media, and everyone is upset because there were apparently were some people who were happy that he died and they were shaming those people or admonishing those people. So my question to the panel is it all right to be like, oh, I'm glad he's dead? Or would you kind of judge someone because they are just not that mournful if someone dies or if they're doing the happy dance or whatever? Let's start with Gianni. Let's
Yeah,
get
I
the
was thinking the
youth.
same thing.
Let's get the
Yanni.
youth.
That's good questions. I actually have heard of Kevin Samuels. He has been very controversial. And when I first heard of him, I didn't hate him. I don't hate him. I don't hate anybody. I didn't dislike him. I just felt that he picked on people. I felt like he gave me a bully energy. But I do feel like, to answer your question, um, such good questions, because this is bringing about death. Like, it's bringing about topics on whether we think it's okay for
Quickly, Gianni.
that person to still be shamed, or that person, like, they're still have a legacy left behind them. So I think it's not okay to I don't think it's okay to say that it's okay that he died. Like, I don't think you
Okay.
should celebrate his death, and it's passionate hate. It's weird. I
Okay.
Sorry,
RB.
long story short.
There
Thank
are
you, Gianni.
some humans that are going to be missed considerably less than others when they depart us. And
You're so
it
nice,
depends on your
Rob.
relationship. I know, right? It depends on your relationship with that individual. Because my condolences to his mom, because she found out via social media that her son died. That absolutely sucks. My condolences out
Oh
to the
wow.
family. But
Probably hated her too.
this from what I've heard about this person and from what I checked out, I mean, he didn't have great advice, and it doesn't. Yeah, no,
All
like
right.
that. Like I said, some people are going to be missed a lot less.
Yeah, I'm with you. Most people don't deserve death or to be ridiculed after death, but some people have earned it. He made a living off of negativity towards women. He's earned a little in return, even if it's posthumously, even if it's after death.
Yeah.
So, Lizzie.
I agree with you. I believe you oftentimes you receive the
Hmm.
energy that you give.
Yep.
If you put misery out into the world, if you are not respectful, then don't expect to be respected. And this is something to ponder,
100%.
once go beyond this. There was a lot of outrage about people's responses to his death, right? But I didn't see the
Yeah.
same outrage from people about the shit that he was saying,
Right.
about
Yeah.
Well, I did.
the hardship, the degradation that he was giving to other people. I saw this one woman who said he posted a clip of her. She had her own blog and everything. He posted a clip of her on his show just to bash her and call her fat
Mm.
and to say because she was over 30, she was because he called people over 30 who aren't married leftovers, that she was a leftover and that nobody would want her. So why would anyone be,
Yeah.
kind of sad, except his mama. And I wonder if even he liked his mama because she's a Black woman.
By the way, he died on top of a woman. I just want to point that out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jacqueline
Which
Robinson.
Allegedly.
the first time I read that, I was like, "What is this? The color purple?" For those of y'all who don't know,
I
the
know
color
it.
purple. There's a scene in the color purple where Steely, who had been abused by her father died, and they asked her, "How'd he die?" And she said, "On top of me."
All right. Jacqueline Robinson says, "Oh, I just want to point out, Mike Winter said, Neil, you're about to lose your invite to the cookout."
Who gave him an invite? Who gave the invite?
Hey. All right, Jacqueline Robinson says, I'm so embarrassed because I personally dragged him for filth 2 weeks ago on Twitter. I felt momentarily guilty, but life and death is in the power of the tongue. His nasty comments towards black women were despicable. They were despicable.
Yes.
Wait, so do people think that this was like a karma death, like for all the nastiness he put out, this is what came from
No,
it, or is this like okay?
that's a
No,
heart
just
attack.
the backlash is karma, though. The
Yeah,
people,
Yeah, maybe
people
the
cheering.
backlash, but
All right,
you
all
know,
right. Good hot topic, Liz. So is this truth, lies,
Oh yeah.
or
Mm,
I'm gonna say this is truth. If
yep,
you
that's
want
truth.
to
He
be
did.
respected
that's
in
what I'm
death,
with you.
you have to
Hmm
be
He did it.
respectful in life. If
Respectful.
you want
Yep.
to be respected in death, you have to
100.
be respectful
We
in life.
100. I need to get
Period.
me.
Yep.
Y'all got bullshit paddles. I'm gonna get me a
Oh
100.
yeah. He was a bullshit.
I'm gonna get me a 100 one. All right, I'm up next.
Head out.
All right, so Trump's former defense secretary, Mark Esper, is putting out a memoir, and to no surprise, excerpts have been released detailing a ton of nonsense from the Trump presidency. He claims Trump floated the idea of bombing drug cartels in Mexico without Mexico's permission and then blaming it on someone else. He also says former White House senior advisor Stephen Miller, who's crazy in himself, wanted to kill an ISIS leader, take his head, dip it in pig's blood, and parade it around to warn other terrorists, which of course is a war crime. He also says that Trump wanted to shoot terrorists with bullets dipped in pig's blood, all of which is considered unholy in Islam. Esper said Trump tried to send 250,000 U.S. troops to the border when the supposed migrant caravan was coming. Just to give you an idea of that number, Russia invaded Ukraine with somewhere near 60,000 troops. We're talking nearly 200,000 more troops than that for unarmed migrants. Then there was this meeting in May 2020 about the Black Lives Matter protests after George Floyd's murder, where Trump throws a tantrum yelling at Esper and two of his most loyal people, Attorney General William Barr and his VP Mike Pence, calling them losers. And saying, can we just shoot them in the legs or something? So my question, do any of you honestly think Trump will get back into office, or are those revelations enough to not have to worry about this dude anymore? Robbie?
I would hope that it's enough to keep him out of office, but American citizens keep surprising me time and time again. Who knows?
Canada.
Yeah,
Canada.
you're
Oh,
lucky.
Canada.
Gianni?
Well, with that description, I think the general consensus is that Trump is not going to get reelected. I think most people feel that way, but you're right. There is like a following. There still is like a group of Americans that do love him, and I know some.
Yeah.
They don't. They're not all the way here. Not all of them, but
That's the truth. I mean, like everyone that I know is a little off some way. Go ahead, Izzy.
Well, first let me address Stephen Miller. Nuck if you buck. Nuck if you buck. I dare you to go say that in an ISIS leader's face. That's what you want to
Oh,
do.
yeah.
I dare you to say it. I dare you to say it. I want to see that fight. Celebrity battle. Whatever. What was that celebrity show called? Where they were fighting? I can't remember
Oh,
what it was called right
yeah,
now.
celebrity boxing or something like
Death match.
celebrity death
Match.
match. Yeah.
Celebrity death
I'd love to
match.
see
Yeah.
that. I'd love to see that.
Yep.
But in terms of if I think Trump would be reelected, I mean, I don't see why we wouldn't think he would be.
Mm.
I mean, who thought that he really was going to be elected the last time, right? There are some crazy folks out there, and even though Biden won the election, over 70 million people voted for Donald Trump.
That's the thing. I was
So,
worried about.
so come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Let's be serious about this. Let's be serious about this. It is a possibility. But if he wants to bomb, Mexico because of their drug cartels, whatever, hello, how about the meth labs in Middle America?
Yes.
We got drugs here too. We got drugs
But
here
dude,
too.
It's when he
Start at
says we
home
could just
first,
shoot
bruh.
we could just shoot some Patriot missiles and take out the labs. So I just wanted to dig into it. And Patriot is in service in the U.S. and allied countries, including Germany, Greece, Israel, Japan, Kuwait, the Netherlands, Saudi Arabia, South Korea,
Canada.
Poland. So right, like I mean, so if it didn't come from the U.S., where did it come from? Who launched it?
Stupid.
Such
He's such an
Idiocy.
idiot. And then trying to
Idiocy.
shoot people,
Idiocy.
shoot BLM protesters in the leg. Really? Come on.
And I mean, come on, let's I might get sued for this, but don't we remember Donald Jr. with that nose?
No,
Let's
that's
not
true.
act like
That's
the
true.
drugs aren't at home.
Maybe
Let's not
maybe
act
that's
like the
why. Maybe it
drugs
was
aren't at
personal for him.
home.
Maybe it was
Mm,
personal for Trump.
mm,
Keep my
mm,
son from getting whatever.
mm.
All right. So Mike Werner says those mouth breathers would have loved to shoot him for him to shoot BLM supporters. Oh, that's true. They would have loved his supporters. Definitely would have loved that.
Yep.
Jacqueline Robinson, I'm really getting sick of these administration officials and their self-serving books after the fact. How about making those
After the fact.
revelations when they were in real time?
Yeah.
I will say that Esper did say that he did try to, I guess, protect the American people.
Yeah, right.
What?
He,
Go on
he
CNN.
stuck
Be a
around to try to
whistleblower.
divert crazy.
Yeah, he should
Be
have
a
been a whistleblower.
whistleblower.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Is this truth, lies,
Truth,
or
lies, shenanigans.
whoa? Oh, we got
That's
a couple of
bullshit,
Look
bullshits.
at Rob.
That's
We
bullshit.
got 3 bullshits and shenanigans. 3 bullshits and
And
And a little
shenanigans.
just
bit.
to piggyback on this Kevin Samuels question very quickly.
Very
So if
quickly.
Trump
Soapbox.
dropped dead tomorrow, you mean to tell me folks aren't going to be celebrating?
Oh yeah.
Come
no,
on now.
no
Come on now.
comment.
Let's be
No
real here.
comment. I'm gonna
Let's
just
be
say no
real
comment
here.
at this
Let's be
point.
real here.
That's a good
Let's
point.
be real.
No
We'll save
comment.
that for the next show.
I'm not gonna say anything about a former president or president or nothing at this point,
Yeah.
just
Yep.
for fear of retribution.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ernest
Yeah,
Cooper
y'all
says
come for me.
bye.
Come for me.
Right.
What's up, Ern? What's up, Ern?
All right, that was great. Great quick fire. All right. So before we get into our main topics, I want to remind you to subscribe on YouTube. For our listeners, you can go check out our pretty faces, check out clips of your favorite segments, and much more. You can, of course, search Truth, Lies, Shenanigans on YouTube or find us quickly at TLSShow.com. All right, let's get into our main topic, guys.